You know, there was a very beautiful man, very beautiful person. Not that I can't express that towards many beautiful people. But there's this one guy that I just want to bring to your knowledge if you're not already aware of him. He's passed away now. Is Dr. Wayne Dyer. He was a publisher. He published a lot of books. He was an author, I should say. And he was one of my mentors. Someone that I looked up to, very highly respected, amongst many of my mentors, past and present. But Dr. Dwyer, he made a statement, and I may have mentioned this in a previous video. He said, "Don't die with your music in you." In other words, know your potential, and if you know your potential, don't die without exercising it and allowing the world to see you grow, you flourish, not as an individual, but as a member of our collective society, the world that is. We all have a contribution to the world and to society, and we need to understand what that is. A lot of us, we stifle it, we sit on it, we acquiesce, we back away from it, we are afraid of our gifts. But humanity needs us all. Don't die and not allow your talents to be utilized to their fullest, is what I'm saying. Now, in this particular respect, or this video, I'm not talking about a talent per se. I'm talking about someone who cares about you. I'm just one speck. I'm talking about myself right now. I'm just one speck in the sand as far as humanity is concerned. I just wanted to tell you that I love you. You may not hear that often. You may not hear that often at all by strangers, but we don't have to be strangers. And if we are, just the same, I love you. Just wanted you to know that. And with that, I want to say this. We are living in some tumultuous times, and they're not going to get better. Seriously. So we need to make certain that we are prepared. We have to be preemptive and not simply reactionary. COVID-19, Omicron, the pandemic still is with us. And we are on the precipice of a war. Yes, I did say war. On more than one front. Russia is near or on the border of the Ukraine as I'm speaking to you. There are tensions across the waters. Don't think that there are no implications involving us. We're going to be affected by any war or any threat of a war against another faction or another nation, ladies and gentlemen. I've been saying this for years to you on YouTube, that you should be preparing for things to go down. And we are heading there, and they are not going to get better. The economy is not what you think it is. If you think it's doing good, not at all. We've just reached $30 trillion in debt as a nation. Yes, we are in debt $30+ trillion. That's one thing. Another thing is this. We need to, as I'm sitting here talking to you, and this is what I was alluding to a moment ago about, I've said this for many years, save some non-perishable foods in your home and supplies. And if it comes down to it, this is not a doom and gloom message. This is just a common sense message. If it comes down to it, you better have a plan B and maybe a C, D, E, F, G. Seriously, I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I've seen a lot of things. I've been taught a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things. I know This is not a common message that you hear on a regular basis, but this is indeed the world in which we live right now. It is. If you think that this doesn't make any sense, you can turn the station, you can go somewhere to another video and what have you, or watch some sports or some video game platform, what have you. You can elect to do that. You don't hear messages like this again very often at all. And as I said before, this is not a doom and gloom message. This is just a reality check. We're living in a very bad time. Now, we can be optimistic and say, oh, it's going to get better. We don't know that. It's not going to. If you are one of those individuals that really believe in what the scripture says, 24th chapter of Matthew is one that you can watch. You can read that. And it talks about wars. It talks about rumors of wars. It talks about disease. It talks about pestilence and famine. All of those things going on right now in the world? Yes, they are. Somewhere. Food shortages and so forth. It's going on right now. Wars and rumors of wars. It's going on right now. Gird up your loins. No pun intended. But do that. Be prepared for the worst. Honestly, America, even my own community, Northside, be prepared. I'm serious. We are our brother's keeper, whether you want to be or not. And if you're not, you just ought to be. Because at the end, it's not going to be every man for himself, even though it might appear that way. It's going to really be us trying to help one another. We're going to need one another. That was it, and that was all. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, wherever you may be. This is Brother Teacher. I'll see you in the next video. So long.